Good day, viewers and the listeners. I am Godfrey Brooms, and we're at the Ministry of Health despite the inclement weather for today's edition of the COVID 19 update. Today, we will be telling you more about the intensive care unit's capacity at the regional hospitals. We're now seated here with the Minister. Minister Anthony, thank you for being here. Firstly, Minister, we know yesterday you spoke briefly about the upgrade of the ICU capacity at the Ocean View facility. Could you say what is the capacity of the ICUs at the regional hospitals?
Well, perhaps just to reinstate, at the Ocean View, we initially started out with an ICU of about 25 beds, and now we have expanded that. We initially added 10 more beds and ventilators and so forth, and then we have added some more over the last couple of days. So we now have a capacity at Ocean View of 44 ICU beds and ventilators. So this is almost doubling the size that we originally had at Ocean View. In addition to that, one of the things that we try to do is to decentralize the response to COVID. And so late last year, we were busy making sure that at each regional hospital that we build capacity to manage severe COVID patients. What that entails is to provide them with ventilators, to provide them with monitors, to provide them with the appropriate type of bed. And in each of those regional hospitals, they have about 2 such beds on average, and the attending equipment to manage severe COVID patients. In the hinterland regions, in addition to the equipment I just mentioned, we have also given them oxygen concentrators because they're able to, with these oxygen concentrators, to manufacture oxygen on site for those patients. So all these regions are now equipped with this. The recent Global Fund grant that we got approval for, what this is going to do is to complement the existing capacity. And at a minimum, each region would get an additional 3 ventilators, 3 ICU type of bed, and 3 monitors. So this would complement the existing capacity that they have. And therefore, from this particular grant, we are hoping to add another 30 bed in ICU capacity. So as of today, the status remained pretty much the same as we spoke about early in the week. That is, we have 3 children at the Ocean View Hospital. Of those 3, 1 is in the ICU, 2 are in the regular wards. They are doing okay, but we still have 1 child in the ICU. So vaccination as of yesterday, we have for persons receiving their first dose, 237,882 persons who have received their first dose. This is approximately 48.9% of our adult population. And for persons receiving their second dose, we are at 118,126 persons. This amounts to about 24.3% of our adult population. So with 24.3% of our adult population now being fully immunized, I think we are making the steps in the right direction. However, we still have a far way to go because as you would know that one of the things that everybody has been talking about recently is the circulation of the Delta variant of the coronavirus. Globally, this is now becoming the dominant strain of the virus, and the only way that you can really protect yourself effectively is if you have both doses of the vaccine. So for persons who have received, and we do have a lot of those persons who have received the first dose AstraZeneca vaccine, we have your second dose available. So I would really like to urge those persons who have received their first dose AstraZeneca to make sure they come and get their second dose AstraZeneca. Those persons who have received first dose Sinopharm, again, we have your first dose available for you. And the Sinopharm vaccine, once you get the first dose, you're required to come back within 4 weeks to get your second dose. So we would like to make a special appeal to persons to ensure that they come and get their second dose. In terms of Sputnik V, we have first dose that is available, and we are working to make sure that we get second dose in as early as possible. And as soon as we get that, we are going to make those announcements so that people can come and get their second dose, Sputnik V. But those who have received the AstraZeneca and Sinopharm and are now due for their second dose, I want to appeal to them to please come to one of our clinics and get the second dose. I don't see how drinking alcohol would really reduce the risk of COVID. COVID, most people would get COVID by breathing in the virus. So if there's somebody who is exposed to someone who is infected, then and they don't have on a mask, they would breathe in the virus. The virus then would get into your lung and then circulate to the rest of the body. Alcohol has absolutely nothing. It doesn't prevent the virus. It doesn't reduce viral burden, none of those sort of things. So definitely whoever is peddling this is peddling a myth.
So this has been the COVID-19 update. For more information, you can visit our website at dpi.gov.gy and our social media platforms. More information is also available at the Ministry's website at health.gov.gy. Join me and take up your responsibility in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. Godfrey Brooms is saying goodbye for now.